Right, let's do this. The lighting's not the best. If you were just in Bob the Canadian's chat, you saw the best. Now you get the, it would be nice if I was the second best, but I don't know about that. Yeah, there's some weird lighting on my face, but it is what it is. It's a little dreary out today. Not a lot of natural sunlight coming from the skylights. So, welcome everyone. We will go a little bit early. I hope it doesn't bother anybody getting a earlier notification. It's only, I think, 5 minutes early, so. Shakif Khan, just subscribe to the channel. Thank you. If you're watching here, thank you. So many of you, we spoke in the chat. Deshant is here, Vitali's here, Michelle, Cecilia. Early this morning in Argentina, isn't it? But you're here, welcome. I am preparing a mini lesson, Cecilia. 2, I think. I can't remember, I'm doing these mini lessons now. And Cecilia said, why don't you do some colloquial terms with hang? Mike, because I did what it means to hang something over somebody's head, make them feel guilty about it, always keep bringing up something that's embarrassing. She was like, why don't you do like some real terms with hang? So I'm like, all right, hang out, hang over. Can't remember the other one. And then I did like 3 more. So I'll do 2 videos with 3 terms each. I can't remember them right now, but welcome everyone. We is here. Henry's here. Wilson, what's going on, man? I figure this chat will be a little bit less busy because it's earlier. So maybe I can answer more of your questions. How's the audio? Working all right? Yeah, Bob the Canadian, he has great audio, great visual. So you'll just have to deal with mine right now. But welcome. Thank you everyone for coming in. Mega's here. Aniko. Welcome, 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 welcome. I think I saw I hope this is the first question, but I see Dechant. It's a great question too. We say this all the time. And let's say today's Friday. Let's say you work Monday through Friday. Pretty typical. And on the weekends, you like to sleep in, meaning maybe you have to wake up for work at 7 a.m. But on the weekends, you sleep in until 10, which would be kind of late for me. I often don't sleep in, but that's what that means. Take some extra time in bed in the morning, relax, stay up a little later at night. Hang up, Henry. Hang up is one. I think that's the first video I will do. A hang up when someone has a problem. What's your hang up? Or you might have a hang up with English grammar. You don't like doing it. Nice. Yes, Henry, that is one of them. Oh, Mega said she or he, K. So I don't know what the K is. They said hello to, I didn't see you in the chat. I'm sorry. I missed some things, I think. Yeah, Vitali, long time no see. What's up, bruh? What's up? All right, just looking through. Aniko, yeah. Bob has been doing it for years. I think about 3 years, and he is very good. Very good. I have only been doing it for 4 months. I need to remind myself. But I think actually teaching in the classroom for almost 20 years has helped. So that's good. And his chat is so big. He has like 700. So I can handle, 30, 40 in the chat. If I accidentally miss your question, ask it again, and I promise I will get to it. If I can't answer it, I will say, I can't answer it. Sorry, I don't know that. Sometimes that happens. Nori, I think, is in here. what I wanted to say, Nori had a great question. Nori from Hungary had a great question about niche. Niche. And I just wanted to, now that I can talk, sometimes you will hear the word niche, and sometimes you will hear it pronounced niche. Same thing. It's like your little special place that you've carved out. So maybe, hopefully, teaching English is my niche or my niche, my little area that I can do something well in. Maybe if you like, man, romantic movies, it's definitely a genre. But you could say, that's my niche, or that's my sweet spot. We sometimes say that too, sweet spot. So, oh no, Deekshant, the sound is crackling a little bit. Sorry. Luckily, and I have a microphone. I use for videos. But do you think I can do it with YouTube Live Mobile? No. And then I can go live on my laptop, maybe use some headphones, but sorry about the crackly. Okay, so Mega, I will say she. Thank you. And I hope not to forget. Mega, it ends with a vowel anyway. So a lot of English words, names that end with vowels are often women. My first name, Brent, ends with a harder consonant sound. I'm a boy. Just in case you were wondering. Yes, Michelle. The word seamlessly. Okay. All right, so on my t-shirt here, like there is a seam where two pieces of fabric come together. If it's seamless, there is no interruption between the two. It just flows into the other. So if Bob the Canadian's chat ended and then I started right after, that would be a seamless transition. Seamless. That's what you asked, right? Seamless? Seamlessly. All right, so that's the adverb. It would have seamlessly transitioned. If you go from one job to the other, maybe it's a seamless transition. There's no, in Bob the Canadian's chat, somebody asked, learn the ropes. So maybe you don't have to learn anything new for your new job. It would be seamless, you starting there. I hope that helps. India is well represented this morning. India, great country. Rod, yeah, thanks for asking. Hey, thanks for asking Bob the Canadian to do a collab. A collab. That sounds like a real YouTuber term, a collab. I would love to do a collaboration with Bob the Canadian. I don't have that technology. I can't even get rid of the crackling audio on mine. But if he would love, I would love to. Yes. It didn't. So Rod asked, how long did it take to record the car prepositions video? After this live chat, that video will premiere. Maybe it took about an hour and maybe an hour to edit. So it's only it's a little over 3 minutes, but I go over 21 prepositions. Now, of course, you can't go over every single way to use those 21 prepositions, but I did it with place. So next to versus with or at. So hopefully it will be seamlessly, could be perfectly. Yes, Rod. Yeah, without interruption. Seamless. I like it. Thank you, Rob. Dennis is here. Dennis from Russia, right? Dennis from Russia. because I think at one time I thought it was Denis from France, but no. Very cool. Deechant says, I knew that Mega was an Indian name. And from what I've heard about India, there are so many different cultures, religions. I mean, you have over 1 billion people. A lot of different, there's a dog barking. My neighbor's dog. He doesn't usually bark much. Then the owners of the dog, but yet he barks. The owners of the dog usually keep him quiet, especially when it's 8:35 in the morning here in the United States. Daniel is wondering, what does it mean to urge someone? So I think a good synonym for urge would be to encourage. So you just maybe give them a little inspiration. But in Bob the Canadian's chat, Nori and I were encouraging each other. We were talking about the importance of taking risks with teaching and learning. But urging someone, you might have a party to go to on Friday night and you want this person to go also. So you might urge them, say, oh, come on, it's going to be so fun. Urge them. All right, Shakif, thanks for subscribing. Thank you, sir. Where are you from? And I hope I'm saying your name correctly. Shakif Khan. Shakif Khan, I got to know you also, in the YouTube channel. Yeah. Well, welcome. And normally I say, if you're new here, subscribe, but you already have subscribed. So thank you. I hope I have some good content for you to increase your knowledge of English. Yes, Elena, I did miss it. I'm sorry. No, don't. Elena says, sorry, you probably missed it. I did. So don't feel badly about repeating if I missed it. So Elena says, you missed it. Your stream is great as well. Thank you. Volatile. So her question is, what does it mean that he is so volatile? And that probably means he has a bad temper. So if something is volatile, like a chemical, it's unstable and it could blow up. So if we call a person volatile, they also could blow up. Their temper, they could get very angry. So you have to walk on eggshells around him so that he won't get angry, or simply don't hang around him. That will be in a future video, hang around. So that means he has a bad temper. And to walk on eggshells, that's a term we use in English quite often. Think about those little eggshells. They're fragile, they're delicate. So if you have to walk quietly, walk softly, walking on eggshells might mean you're nervous. You might hear that often. Henry is asking, is the expression for one commonly used? I wouldn't say commonly, but if you want to add emphasis to what you're saying, that's a great way to do it. And your commas are perfect there, Henry. And I, for one, find it charming. So it's not too common, but if you said that, that would really be some high-level English. Or if you wrote that, nice job. So I would say it's not common. People know it. Use it. If you can use it that well, Do it. Bait you. Yeah, so let's look at Nori. I'm going to change it, right? I'm going to make it perfect. So it's not I obey to you, but it would be I obey you. I obey you. So maybe a child would obey their parents. I obey your words. I don't know if I'd say I obey your words, but I might say I listen to your words, or I. So I do it like that, Nori. I do it like that. Oh, yes, Shafiq, Shafiq Khan. Sorry, man. I'm sorry. Yeah, I got the notification that you subscribed, so you might not have been in the chat when I said it, but thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Shref is here. Shref is here. Oh, oh no way, Mr. Khan, are you from India as well? Sorry, I see some questions I've already answered in with some. Oh, Dennis, I'm sorry, man. Germany. Aniko, I look forward to watching that video with you. We is wondering, what does it mean, an announcement? An announcement. So it's hard not to use announce, but an announcement would be letting people know that something was happening. So at your school, you might have announcements over the loudspeaker. Over the loudspeaker, they might announce Friday, there is a dance. So it's letting a lot of people know. Yesterday, there was an announcement that a peaceful protest was taking place in my city. And it was peaceful. A lot of people got together and walked down the street. And it was peaceful. No broken windows, which is a good thing. Good thing. Let's see. You have a lot of street dogs, Mr. Khan. Is that in India? Street dogs in India? So Deekshant, he is the expert on India since he lives there. 22 official languages. The most populated country right now is China, but I believe the fastest growing country is India. Maybe. I think Lagos, Nigeria, is the fastest growing city in the world. I don't think Nigeria is the fastest growing country, though. I could be wrong. Henry says, smash that like button. That sounds like a YouTuber for sure. Lucas says the accent from India is very difficult to understand when they speak English. Yeah, I think it's just being familiar with that accent. You know, if a person from India can speak really well, I have no problem hearing them, but I'm a native English speaker. So I think when you're learning English, I think it can be a big difference between British English and American English. And if you watch Bob the Canadian stream and my stream, you probably don't see much of a difference in accent. We say a few words differently, but we're pretty similar. We're almost the same. Zabeta is here. How are you? Daniel is wondering, are there any double contractions? Whoa, Daniel, I'm not sure. I don't think so. I thought you were going to say a double negative, but double contractions? Daniel, I'm sorry. I have never heard of double contractions. So when we have a contraction, Most of you probably know this, so do not become something like don't. We love our contractions here. And people have asked about ain't. So not really a contraction. A lot of English teachers say don't use ain't, but a lot of native English speakers use it. So it mostly stands for isn't or is not. So I ain't gonna work today. I am not going to work today. So sometimes ain't can stand for a lot of things. Rod says the new idea for the short videos is a good idea. Yeah, and since I just started this channel 4 months ago, I'm trying to find out what works best for you. And at the beginning, my videos were a little longer. And I know when I learn Italian, I often can't watch a video for 15 minutes. Those little short videos work best for me because my brain fills up. So I am going to try to make many of my videos shorter, like 5 minutes or so. I hope that will help. Zabeta, Aroni is here. Welcome, my friend. Elena, walk on eggshells. Yes, that's used quite a bit, quite a bit. All right, Zabeta. I'm not. Okay, so she asks, I might have to change it a bit, Zobeta. She says, what does pop in the cap mean or pop in the cap? Okay, two different things. Pop in the cap could mean you are celebrating. So often with a bottle of champagne, which this is not, but often people will put their hands like this and pop the cap. So popping the cap means celebrating. But to pop a cap means to shoot somebody. So very different ways to use pop a cap. So you might say pop a cap in someone. Zabeta would not, but some people will say, I'm gonna pop a cap, meaning I'm gonna shoot that person. Stay away from that person. They are definitely volatile, and I would definitely walk on eggshells around them. Mr. Khan is Indian. Welcome. So at least 3 people from India. Welcome. Do I know any Indian? No, I don't. Namaste. Namaste. That's one, right? Namaste. And I watch Bald and Bankrupt, and he says, what does he say? I can't remember. He knows a little Hindi, though. He knows a little Hindi. If you watch him, Bald and Bankrupt. Arone. Nori. Thank you. Thank you. Which state do I live in? Deekshant is wondering. I think that's probably from me. I live in the state of Maine, and so it's way up north, way east in the United States. So not too far from Boston, Massachusetts. I could get in my car, be in Boston in about 2 hours. Dennis. No difference between obliterate and annihilate. Obliterate and annihilate, they both mean to destroy. Destroy. I should, Mr. Khan, thank you. I should learn how to pronounce Shafiq. But it's very boring, I'm sure, for everyone watching if you see me practice getting a name right for 5 minutes. So I won't. I will practice once we leave. Yeah, so Nori says an announcement is almost like to release something. Yeah, so it could be releasing words or statements. Yeah. All right. James Yao, how are you? My chat is a little messed up. I'm going to try to get more current. So if I missed your question, please ask it again. I'm sorry. Namaste. Namaste. Oh, and when Mr. Bald is in India, he says, Jai Bolaki, Jai Bolaki. Does that mean anything in Hindi? All right. Oh, Daniel. Okay, he's giving me a couple examples of double contractions. Thank you. So James is wondering here. Hi there in America. Hey there, James. Where are you from, James? James Yao. Where are you from? Law. How are you? Do you have to use fingerprint press on a machine or a card to swipe when you go into work or not? Hang on. All right. This is my school bag. And I actually have to go into work. I don't have to go into work next week, but I am. We have the option to stay home. And I think my swipe card is right here. So it's a little beat up, but that's my card to get into my work. It says Auburn School Department. So this is my card to get into work. I might have visit to a typical American school. I show you around my school, and I might actually show swiping in, and that is the term we used, swipe. If I swipe in, I might swipe in, but I don't have to use it when I swipe out. I don't have to clock in. I am on what is called salary. Salary. So I don't get paid by the hour, I get paid by the year. So it's a little different, but we might say clock in, clock out. If you get paid by the hour, you might clock into work and then clock out of work. All right, good question, James. From China, welcome. You must have a VPN. All right. And if I was a really good YouTuber, I would have a link to that visiting a typical American school. Deekshant says, Fear Milage? That's awful. I do. Be right back. All right. I do want to learn Hindi one day. It's backwards for me. I hope it's not backwards for you. So I have 2 books on learning Hindi, but right now I'm studying Italian. But Hindi, hang on, and hold on are the same. Yes, yes. What is, Wilson, what is going on, Wilson? What's the difference? This is a great question because they mean the same. Okay. What's the difference between about to be and just going to? So that means that it is almost happening. So it is about to be 9 o'clock where I live. It's 8:54. So it's about to be. I might also say it's about to be summer, or it's just about to be summer. because here where I live, it's still cold in the morning, not that warm in the day, so not quite summer. So yeah, those are great. And this, I think this can be confusing to English learners because I don't know how to define that. But used to be is almost the opposite of just about to be. So it used to be spring, but now it's summer. I used to work in a school, now I work from home. So used to, I once did. So yeah, Deechant, I agree. English can be pretty funny with a. I saw what you did there. I saw what you did there. Not a hard G. Deechant, I am going to learn some Hindi and I will try to say something. But look at that script. Look at that script. I hope it's not backwards for you. Aroni. It's the man right there. And if you watch that video, visit to a typical American school, Aroni took many, many hours. And there are accurate Italian subtitles on that video. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. All right. Sharef, long time listener. Thank you so much. Is it correct to use while at the first expression, especially writing? Yeah, you sure could. It's almost like when you're doing two things to use while. So you could say, while I was writing, I was listening to music. So while is a great word. I think I've talked about it in this chat before, but while, it allows you to do or talk about two things at once. So while I was eating breakfast, I was planning out my day. So yeah, while, often with a couple different tasks. Yeah, absolutely. Law. Ooh, long question here. Long question. Law, welcome, welcome. If I decide to use one of these phrases, which one's more recommended? She came here to try selling something. I can fix that. She came here trying to sell something. No, the first one's not. The first one's what I would call clunky. So I think maybe a verb doesn't agree there or something. This one's perfect right here. Use this one. And what I would do is probably, if you're writing it, you can put a comma right there. So, period. She came here trying to sell something. That's perfect right there. Oh, so James is from China, but lives in Australia. Well done. Nicely done. Oh yeah, Elena, I do have a ton of books. A ton of books. We like to say that when we have a lot of something. So yes, I have a ton of books. I don't think Mary is in here right now, but she would probably like some of the classic English books that I have. I know she likes to read slightly older books. Oh, Daniel. No, it's not. What about hold up? Oh, actually it is. Is it the same as hang on, hold on? It actually is, yes. So if you want a person to wait, all three of those will work. And sometimes you might, hold up. What did you just say? You might hear that, hold up. But if I'm leaving, I might say, hang on. That would probably be better, but I could say, hey, hold up, I'll be right back. I could say that too. Yeah, I could say that. Yeah, and Deechant, I know he spelled that wrong on purpose. But yeah, sometimes you PH makes an F. Why? I've said it before, but I think it's because the French. I'm blaming the French because they invaded England many, many, many years ago. And that's our language is a little different, but we love the French. We love the French. I would love to visit France one day. So Zabeda is wondering, how many hours a week do teachers have to work at schools? Okay, so at my school, and I mentioned that in this video, I get there at 7:15 in the morning, and I leave at 2:30. So it may be around 6-7 hours a day. But if I have students stay after school, if I have to do a lot of work at home, grading papers, correcting papers, and most of the work I do is not on paper anymore. It's with Google Classroom, Google Forms. So I have to be at school, I think about 36 hours a week, but there's a lot of work I do at home or after school. So I hope that helps. Henry is wondering, what's the word used to describe the action of tapping a card to the reader in public transportation, such as a bus or a train? That's a good question. Sometimes, it depends, but sometimes it could be scan. So sometimes you scan your card if you live in that city. I think Vitali might be here. He showed a picture of his subway card. But also sometimes you have to swipe it. So it depends if, this is my Italian. But if I had to just scan it, let's see, let's use this water bottle as a scanner. I might just put it there for a second. That would scan it. But the swiping is, the credit card, we call that swiping. So swipe would be more like that. I hope that helps. Scan or swipe. Dechant. The script is called, I will copy and paste. All right. Yeah, again, Aroni, I can't thank you enough for those subtitles. And you put subtitles on another one, a visit to, was it the Superstore? All right, I don't know if I'm missing too much. Try to stick with me here. I hope I don't miss any. All right, just reading through the chat. Okay. I think the next question is flat out. Oh, okay. James. Yeah, I don't know so much about Aussie slang, but we also use the term flat out when you're busy. Absolutely. So you might say, man, I've been flat out busy this week. I have been straight out busy this week. We say that as well. So I think that the US and Canada, super close. England, US, a little further, but I think Australia and the US, we might be further apart in our English than the other two countries. New Zealand and Australia, probably similar. Zabeda, I haven't watched a lot of The Simpsons, but they have been spot on. That's mostly British, but we use it. They have been spot on in predicting the future. with some things. And you can imagine they do a show once a week for 30 years. They have a lot of material. So it is crazy though. I saw the YouTube video where they predicted so many things, but maybe you have to stretch it to make it work. It's interesting though. All right, Daniel. So can we say that when we use up with a phrasal verb? All right, I'm gonna stop you right there because often in English, what works sometimes will not work another time, but I'll keep reading. So can we say that when we use up with a phrasal verb, it does the action more completely? So to tear something up, yes. I've got to do shopping because everything's eaten up. Yes, that works. But then you could say that I need to turn up for my job tomorrow. So that's what makes English so hard, is that we have very few rules that we never break, especially with phrasal verbs, because phrasal verbs are basically slang that has stuck around, to use another phrasal verb, stuck around. So yeah, phrasal verbs are tough, and I will try to do more lessons on that. I will have a lesson later on the channel, phrasal verbs with hang, and some more tomorrow. So yeah, they're tough. They're tough. Bloody oath, mate. Bloody oath, mate. Henry, I don't know what that means, man. I know that the British will swear with bloody, but we don't so much. Ah, yes, Aroni. Aroni is very busy with his work. But thank you for doing those transcripts or subtitles. Same thing. If you're reading it on the screen, those are subtitles. If you print it out, it might be a transcript. So thank you for doing those. All right, Deekshant is wondering if I have played Clash of Clans. No, but those ads seem to be ubiquitous. When I am on YouTube, they are everywhere. And last night, remember I did that video on 4 words to make you sound smarter in English and ubiquitous. I was thinking I should have used cell phones. Cell phones are ubiquitous now. They're just everywhere. And the Clash of Clans ads were ubiquitous for a time on my YouTube when I watched YouTube all over, but I've never played it. My son plays, I think it's called Battlefield, and that seems pretty cool. It's like World War I fighting, but no, I've never played Clash of Clans. Yeah, really, Daniel, right? It's like phrasal verbs. And that little sign, at least in English, means more than. So phrasal verbs are more, I guess what Daniel is saying is phrasal verbs are more common than common verbs. And I'm sure it feels like that sometimes. Let's see. Okay. Some chatting going on between 2 people. I will stay out of that, but I don't want to miss any questions. I've never seen the British people be like TikTok. I should watch that though. Let me write that down. British people be like. That sounds totally American. The be like. Definitely a younger American would say that. But British people be like. Somebody my age might say what British people are like, but British people be like. Uh, James, it's a good question here. It's all good. I say that all the time, by the way. It's all good. So you might ask, somebody might ask you, how's your day going? Ah, it's all good. It's all good. But you're talking about the sorry. Yeah, we might say that. So if you say, and I've said this before, Americans say sorry for everything. Sorry. And we don't mean that we caused the problem, but it's often, oh, I'm sorry you're going through that. I'm sorry you have to feel that way. But yeah, it's all good can be used a lot of times. So if somebody says, oh, sorry about that, it's all good. It's all good. Meaning, don't worry about it. No problem. Forget about it. Forget about it, as some New Yorkers might say. Привет. Привет. Trifon Beer, how are you? Kaktila. Kaktila. So, Rod. Wait, sorry. There are some other. Oh, bloody oath. No way. So it means you bet? Bloody oath. Bloody oath. I don't think I can do an Australian accent. Mate? Mate? Bloody oath, mate. I can only do the British. All right, so Law is wondering, kind of a tricky sentence here. Let's take a look. Is it correct to say, by just looking at her, I can tell you she's not okay? Yes, that makes sense. And if you're writing it, because you started with a prepositional phrase, by just looking at her, you would want a comma there. But if you're speaking it, of course you don't need the comma. Should I, or can I put the can in front of I? By just looking at her, can I tell you no? Because when you put the can in front of the I, that is automatically going to change it to a question. So no, keep the I in front of the can, just like you did, just like you did. Rod, is there a difference between warning and disclaimer? There is. Let's talk about disclaimer. So I might have a disclaimer on my channel saying I can't answer every question. I don't know everything about English. That would be a disclaimer. Maybe jump parks. Are you guys familiar with jump parks? Where they have these whole rooms with just trampolines and you can jump all around the room. Well, a lot of times when you enter, there's a disclaimer, meaning we can't promise you will not get hurt. So a disclaimer is often something is presented to you, but this disclaimer is admitting it's not all perfect. That's a tough word. And then if you go to that jump park, you might have to sign a waiver. And when you sign a waiver, that means if you get hurt there, you can't sue them. You can't sue the business. You can't make them pay because they had that disclaimer saying you might get hurt here. So some very tricky words. I hope that helps. Michelle. He has a little, I'm trying to think of what, monocle. That's what we call that thing on it. I will copy and paste the emoji too. A monocle. That emoji is wearing a monocle. And remember, mono means one. So he's not wearing bifocals, which is another way to say glasses. He's wearing a monocle, meaning one. But we use the verb obtain often, means to acquire, it means to get. So police officers need to obtain a search warrant before they come into your house. They cannot just barge into your house. Can't just barge in. They need to obtain a search warrant. You could obtain a degree from a college, meaning you get it, obtain. Almost the, let's see. I do have an Instagram. I think it's Learn American English with this guy. And I was going to change the name of the channel to American English with Brent, but it's pretty close. A lot of people want me to keep it. I don't know. I might have to change some things. I don't know. Okay. Oh, привет. Cecilia is speaking or typing in Russian. Let me see. I'm going to use a little Google Translate here. Oh, Brent. Is that how you say my name in Russian? Brent. Привет, Brent. I like speaking in Russian. The 4 words I know. I love. Whoops. I just caught my own self talking for a second. Oh, I'm on the wrong chat now. Sorry, I am all mixed up here. Привет. Henry is, and I'm sorry, if I missed your question, please ask it again. If you're new, subscribe to the channel. I will be going live tomorrow before Bob the Canadian's chat, and then I will get out of there. I will get out of there when he goes on. He goes on at 11 p.m. tomorrow, my time. I think we're on the same time zone, he and I. He and I are on the same time zone. So the next question from Henry, what does it mean? I'm just going to scoot by. I'm just going to scoot past. They mean the same thing. But oftentimes to scoot, if maybe 2 people are kind of in your way, but you will squeeze in between them or you'll scoot past them. Scoot is a great verb for like a little quick movement. So I'm gonna just scoot my chair over a little bit. So we say that, scoot. It's a good verb to know, scoot. And fun to say, scoot. Try it at home, scoot. Not as fun as привет. That's very fun. So James is saying, Daniel, I might record some British English. I do have a video on why you shouldn't learn British English. It's about 3 months old though. Yeah, James, English can be confusing to native English speakers, so don't feel badly. In what context do we use the terms I'm good, you're good? Yeah, we always use I'm good, like everything is good. I'm good. We might even say, hey, do you want another hamburger? No, I'm good, meaning I don't want one. I'm good. I'm full. But when we ask, oh, you good? Maybe I'm getting up and I'm getting myself another hamburger. You say, hey, you good? Do you want one? Yeah, we say that a lot. And sorry, hamburger, I don't mean to offend anybody in India. I know that is not something often done in parts of India, right? What? Mega. Portland. That's very close to my house, about 30 miles away, Mega. Okay, sir, if somebody is in Portland And if they ask how many times they have been to Portland, nice. If they say twice, that means they have already been twice. Yes. So if you ask, hey, how many times have you been to Portland? Twice. Oh, but you're saying that they are in Portland right now? So that might mean they have been one other time. And now that they are there, that is their second time. Twice. We hardly ever say thrice, but that actually means 3 times. Thrice. How many times have you been to Portland? I've been thrice. Yes, thrice. Now, we stick to twice. I just wanted you to know there is that word thrice. We never use it. We never use it. I think there's one for 4 times, but I don't know it. I knew it at one time. I don't know it now. All right, so Daniel is saying not necessarily if you put an auxiliary verb in front of the subject does not make it the sentence into a question. Oh, okay. I think he might be answering somebody else's. But when you start a sentence with can, again in English, it's hard to say always, but I think that almost always makes it a question. Can before the subject. All right. Henry, thank you. Nailing the British accent. Thank you. Cecilia says that she loves learning Russian. I do too, but it's slow. My main focus is Italian, and then I sometimes will spend 15 minutes looking at Russian to remind me how easy Italian is for an English speaker. And so to all of you whose native language, Dikshant, if it's Hindi or James, Chinese, when the script is not in that Latin script, like, nice job, bravo. That is very difficult to learn. Yeah, okay, Nori. All right. So I need to keep this guy. Yeah, just this guy. Just learn English with this guy. It is. Yeah, it is. Okay. I might keep it. I like that. Okay. Rod says, please don't change the channel name. Okay. Elena is wondering, I'm sorry, I missed a lot of questions up here. Good ones too. Let me try to fix the chat. Do I often make knock-knock jokes? I don't. But little kids love them. There's one really annoying knock-knock joke where you say, knock, knock, who's there? Well, if you don't know what a knock-knock joke is, knock, knock, who's there? Orange. Orange who? So a knock-knock joke takes 2 people to play. Knock, knock, who's there? Orange. Orange who? Knock, knock, who's there? Orange. Orange who? You say orange like an annoying amount of times. Orange, orange, orange. And then you say, knock, knock, who's there? Banana. Banana who? Orange, you glad I didn't say orange again? It's not very funny, but orange meaning aren't you? Knock knock jokes are usually pretty lame, my opinion. I don't want to offend anybody if knock knock jokes are your jam. If you are a big knock knock joke fan, I'm sorry, didn't want to offend you. Yeah, Michelle, a lot of people want me to keep the name. I better not change it. Knock knock. Oh, it's Dikshant. I'll play along. Who's there? Oh, no way. Dikshant said my name in Hindi? Whew. That's why it's so hard to learn Hindi for me, I'm sure. Would be. Good to go. We use that, Henry. We use that quite a bit. Good to go. Yeah, you with that, if you want some more food, or like if it's ready, when the food is ready, you could say, oh, good to go. Good to go, meaning come and get it. Come and get it. Good to go. All right, we got about 5 minutes before that prepositions video premiere, so I'm gonna try to get, oh no. Okay, knock, knock, who's there? Do we, oh, Lena. I'm glad you liked, that's about the only knock, knock joke I know. But there are so many. And they're usually pretty lame. Ah, Deekshant says that the script is very phonetic, meaning once you learn, and I've heard Russian is very phonetic, Italian is definitely phonetic. So unlike what Deekshant did earlier when he said funny, you know, a PH sometimes makes an F sound in English. So English is not a phonetic language. We have spelling bees, because spelling in English is so difficult. I am a horrible speller in English. So it's not a phonetic language, and it can be frustrating. Dad jokes. I love dad jokes. I tell them all the time. And my kids hate them. My students hate them. And I do it sometimes just to trigger them, just to make them a little upset. All right. Yeah, Henry. I'm sorry if I missed some questions before. I'm sorry. Henry asks, yes, if you want another round of food, you'll say, I want seconds, thirds, fourths. Yes. Often at American Thanksgiving, we will have thirds and fourths and dessert. It is a good time to eat. I can't wait until Thanksgiving and I will make a video about American Thanksgiving. Maybe I'll get my family involved. Oh, and I'll do that for 4th of July also. It will be a little different with COVID, but on July 1st, this state I live in is supposed to go into phase 3. And I know in Italy they're doing their phases. Parts of Italy are in phase 3 already, I believe. But my son played hockey for the first time this week. He had a practice. So things are opening up now, opening up, using a phrasal verb. And they could have 50 people in the building, in the ice arena. So I didn't go in, my wife did. But in July 1st, phase 3, if our cases continue to go down, 100 people could be in a building. So, oh, Deekshant, I didn't even see. Phonetic. Knock, knock, Michelle. Who's there? Nobel. Nobel who? You ain't got no bell, so I knocked to your door. Nice. Hey, I will change that preposition at the end where we would say knock on your door. No bell. I am going to tell that knock knock joke to my son and daughter right when they wake up. They will love it. I'll get right in their face. Knock knock. Oh, they'll hate it. I wouldn't. That's a little mean. I probably wouldn't do that to them. All right, so I am going to, yes, dad joke, boomer joke. Yes, Nori. Mixing up the AirPods and the earpods, 100%. Do that a lot. All right, Nori, hey, I'm glad the work week, hopefully, for you has ended. I haven't watched American Dad Law. I want to. I don't watch a lot of TV, but I've heard really good things about American Dad. I mean, I need to watch that. So I missed some questions. I'm sorry. Thank you all for joining, though. I am going to get going. If there's a little time, I might go live a little later. This was fun, a lot of fun, and it's all because of you. Thank you guys for asking those awesome questions. We went a little over an hour today. I will do it again tomorrow, 10 o'clock my time. So hour and a half later than today. I'll put a link up soon. Head over, I should put if everybody wants to go over to the prepositions video. I liked that video quite a bit. So I will put a link. I need to be a better YouTuber. I need to promote my own stuff. But I can put that in this chat here. Right there. Go to that link. Yep, I think that'll work. Henry, thank you. Elena, Michelle, Aniko, thank you. Law, awesome. Thank you, guys. Daniel, peace out. Peace out. Thank you. Daniel, we talked yesterday, right? You sent me a message. Thank you so much. I think that was you, Daniel. I know that was you. Thank you, Daniel. Thank you, Wilson. Thank you, guys. I'm going to head over to that chat now and to that video now. I'll see you guys. Oh, somebody's going on a hike? What? Nori, nice. I might go on a hike too soon. I'll take you on it for the mini lesson. We'll see you guys. Thank you.